Hey guys, Dark here bringing you a 2v2 today. We are on Alliance of Defiance. Playing today spawning in the north we've got DarkRegion, playing as Soviets, and his loadout is Mechanized support, NKVD, and counterattack. Teaming up with him is Guard2707, playing as the Brits, who has Commandos, Royal Artillery, and tactical support. As I forget, Sim playing as OKW, we have Sunny straight away locking into Overwatch. And teaming up with him is Farlion, playing as Ostheer and immediately locking into German Infantry. So this is a rematch of a match I had on here a couple of weeks ago now. So, you know, good to see a bit of a grudge match going on. Well, maybe it's not that hostile. But we'll spin that narrative anyway. In terms of rankings though, Allied Ranged Team around rank 60 versus Axis around rank 80. So infantry section jumping into the building. 4 windows in this direction, so can afford to go toe to toe there. But the early machine gun from Guard2707 getting flanked by the Stern Pioneers here. He gets very, very low, wants to set it up, but too low in health now, has to retreat. And it looks like Sternpire is chasing him for the wipe. No, decided against it, maybe just going to go for the cutoff, settle for that. Squad tried to make a dash for the fuel, but gets punished hard. Squad jumps back into the building. And now Guard2707 might win that. Sternpire is hiding behind the haystack over there. Some building fighting going on here, but it looks like Farlion's going to win that. DarkRegion getting off to a slightly slow start with a tier 1 build. Bashing up against the Ostheer player as well, so maybe a bit reluctant to go for an M3. But you know, you can switch sides, you know, you don't have to come on this side of the map you spawn on. You could send your M3 over to the other side and just convincingly win that side, especially because at the moment the ally is getting pummeled. No fuel control on either side of the map to start things off here. So an M3 switching over to the OKW side could do a lot of damage. The MG slowly going down over the flamer pops for Farlion, and that is bad news for DarkRegion. Shows how strong the territory control's been. I'm popping for DarkRegion now as well. Should help with some control in the center, and DarkRegion does jump down onto this cutoff. Reducing that income a little bit. Into the building here, but the flamer right there. Combat engineers get super low. Penals are already low. Really needs healing for all these low health squads, DarkRegion. Gonna jump back into the building. No, decides to retreat, just so low in health. And starts the medics now. Tiny bit late, but not the end of the world. Looks like Guard2707 end up winning on his side of the map. Interesting sandbag position there. Not like a direct sandbag off on the door though. Weird kind of cover position there. It looks like it maybe was done by Sunny. Putting one in the same angle over there. And the sniper now out for Guard2707, gone for one healing section and one medic. So healing on the sniper might be a little bit hard to come by if it takes any damage in these early game engagements. And on the Alliance of Defiance, the bases are, you know, reasonably far apart, so not ideal to send your sniper off to your teammate's base, but possible. A bit closer than, say, like rails and metal, for instance. Oh, that's just a G43 snipe. Central. 4 models that low in health. There we go, snipes one there. Switches over to the squad charging in, and there we go, full retreat from Guard2707 on that side. 250 going chasing after the sniper here, but Engineers arrive just in the nick of time to threaten the snare, and Farlion getting out of there. Keeping that safe. We can do a lot of damage over on this side. I hear a PTRS. PTRS penal there. It's like one rifle shot connected. The 250 coming back in. Took a couple there though. Quite low with the 250 now. MG42 sitting up at the back, getting the suppression. The penal's further back though, still very healthy. Can reposition, do some big damage. It might be tough while the 250 still on the battlefield. Try to focus fire this combat engineer looking for the wipe. But didn't really push it right to the absolute limit. Maybe could have backed the 250 a little bit longer. Maybe was worried about some more PTRSs appearing from around the corner. Just playing it quite conservatively there. Need a light squad here. Oof. Comes out of camo there. Trying to get the sniper, but ambush doesn't quite work out for him there. Just the cover, like it's, you can see there's like a bit of a bare spot, especially for like a 3-man squad. So couldn't spring the ambush. But it's not a bad idea, you know. Big lights can kill a sniper quite easily. Empire's coming through the gap. And still some pretty good fuel control here for Axis. Allies getting off to a tough start. He ends up getting suppressed. Got the engineer Flamer coming around the corner. Machine gun jumps out. But yeah, the support from Pyres and the stern Pyre is going to force away that combat engineer quite quickly. Could even lose it here if he doesn't retreat very, very shortly. Luckily, retreats around this way away from the stern pioneers, so should be able to get out of there alive. Retreat right past them there, that with the makings of a wipe.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
There we go, sniper in the center. Nice, have free gap with their fuel, but now we've got some 5-man grenadiers. Partial dodge on the rifle grenade. Got 2 P-greens into retreat. Looks like he's not chasing after the 2-man squad there. I thought that's what he's going for potentially, but putting pressure on the sniper and stealing away this trench. Now the Vickers has to get out. Penal's coming across though. Match up pretty well against the 5-man grenadiers. But they're a little bit far behind in terms of veterancy at the moment. This one close to Vet 2, but the others not even Vet 1 yet. There's quite a lot of these grenadiers.
We are losing a sector.
Experience advantage. But P-Green's still inside the trench. Do have the sniper right there though. So I'm not going to be able to stick around for too long. And Guard2707 taking both 5-man and the weapon upgrades. Kind of interesting to note though, no AEC to try and counter the 250. And we actually haven't seen the 250 see any action for maybe the last like minute or two. Seems like that's been forgotten about for a while. Which, you know, because there's not that much anti-tank on the field, probably could still have done a good amount of damage over those last couple minutes. I did see him
has been upgraded. Medium armor and rocket artillery is now
building or
available.
appearing. Oh, yeah, building a cache over there, that's what it was. So maybe that's why they went inside the 250 at that exact timing. So Axis trying to... well, even further ahead in the resource department by investing some of their resources into a cache quite early on here. Here comes the T-70 for DarkRegion. Will this be able to turn it around? The Axis not very well prepared for a light vehicle. But one Raketin for Sunny Farlion with no AT gun himself. And no Puma a possibility either. Sunny going for the battle group. So this T-70, even though it's coming in at a slightly delayed timing, should still be able to do a lot of damage. And also, you know, Farlion did invest into 2 Panzer Grenadiers, so it's 2 squads without snares, makes it even easier for the T-70. Play even more aggressively with it. Closing the distance on the T-70 here, but the T-70 just ripping the Grenadiers on approach, but he does allow the snare to come off. I thought he might just stay in there with it, honestly, and just look for the wipe. Oh, sticky satchel. And the 250 goes down, but he did evac the squad. Oh, another very close call. P-Grens almost go down. Did they get out of there alive? Yeah, I thought this T-70 was just like, okay, I'm just going to stay here and try to get the wipe if you're going to go for the Faust on me, but he did end up backing it away there, potentially missing the wipe on either the P-Grens or the Grenadiers. It's kind of interesting gambling, you know, doing that. Sometimes I do it. Oh, sprinting forward looking for the sniper. Got one shot off, but sniper gets out to safety. And if you see the squads coming in looking for the snare a little bit low in health, you know, just let them get it. As long as you know you're not going to get killed by an anti-tank gun or something to follow that up. You know, he hasn't seen an anti-tank gun on his side of the map, so it's an understandable risk to take. Ooh, Sonny wasn't paying attention there. Australian squad goes down. And that is a glider quite far forwards for Guard2707. He has gone for Commandos.
Sappers back to full strength.
And just camping it out at the moment. The Allies in a dominant map control scenario. Axis having invested a lot into tech and just about to reap the rewards. Panzer IV coming through for Farlion. Sonny's still about 40 fuel away from his tank, but once that Panzer IV comes out, they should be able to regather a lot more territory. At the moment, I feel like the sniper's become a real issue for Sonny. Even more so now that he's lost a squad. Also has invested into double infantry support guns, so good against the trenches, but can take a while to pay off. Something more of a long-term investment. Just sitting over here doing the damage. 5-man Grenadiers closing in. It's been a last minute or so. It hasn't been too much action, but Axis starting to get things going. Just probing for weaknesses at the moment. Oh no, that T-70 is killing that squad so quickly. Luckily, Farlion, the last shot misses. Oh! He went down. Oh, Raketen connecting. T-70 is in trouble. Panzer IV coming in from the other side. We do have the sticky satchel threat though. So Panzer IV has to abandon the chase, and as Zis arrives just in the nick of time for DarkRegion. Connects with one shot there. Pegan's coming in from the side. Onto the penals though. Does have a mine down DarkRegion to potentially defend the T-70 here. Gets a tank pushing. Oh. There we go, pulling back. But T-70 waiting around the corner. Looks like he's trying to put some pressure onto the Zis, but Pegan's getting too low. Panzer IV. Okay, pulls back before he ends up hitting that mine. Five-man Grenadiers can use the medkits on the front line. This is like an ideal timing for that. Oh, Sniper does spring an ambush. But looks like the shots didn't go, or didn't connect maybe. Quick reaction. Guard2707. Oh, grenade. Good timing on the retreat. T-70 back up to full, pushing forwards. Support of the PTRS Penals and the Zis this time. Still going to take one shot from the Raketen. Now pushing into the center are the Axis. Trying to re-establish control after a weak last 2 or 3 minutes. The Panzer IV in the build now for Sunny. Do have an AT gun out now for Guard2707, and he's got a Sapper squad with the Piats, so he's pretty well prepared for a medium tank. But I suspect he's very close to having his own. Okay, T-70 kiting around. Getting some shots on. Here comes the Panzer IV. P-Greens need to apply pressure to the Zis. And now they're getting the speed boost from the Vet 1. Helping them close the distance, but the mine is right there. They're just stopping short of it though, and that Zis went down super quickly. 5-man Grenadiers coming on from the side as well. There we go, mine triggers, nearly knocks out both of the Panzer Grenadiers, but they do survive, and now Farlion can stick around. Oh, maybe not. A T-gun from the side from Guard2707. And a fresh Zis from DarkRegion nearly killed the Panzer IV there. Good teamwork. A couple grenades into retreat, but not the best positioning on them. Oh, looks like one Panzer Grenadier did end up going down on retreat though. Good work from Guard2707 coming across to assist his teammate. Tossing out some base artillery here with the infantry section. Panzer IV in here doing some pretty good damage. Oof. Squad does get out of there. And Allies pushing onto the fuel once more. And once again a break in the action. As the Axis recompose and get ready for the next push. Interesting, Jaegerlights trying to sneak in to the center and cap with the cover there. Maybe they could if they hugged the cover. Sniper revealed itself there. You heard the G43 go off when the sniper was too high in health to get killed by it. One shot by it at least. Big infantry push from Farlion down this alleyway. Panzer IV coming up in support again. Is this out the back at the moment? Here comes Panzer IV. Just going to have an angle on it. Pulling back with that, T-70 takes a main gun crit. There's a second Zis out the back for DarkRegion though. Panzer IV could get over eager here, and a fresh Firefly from the side. Panzer IV gets hit by one Zis shot. Second Zis sets up. Panzer IV trying to get out of there. No reposition on this one from DarkRegion, and this one just constantly getting the crew members carrying it decrewed, so it's unable to get away. P4 hits the mine over there. Zis barrage softening up the P-Greens, forcing them back. Now the Zis on the run, going to get not reinforced from the base. And it's a shame that we didn't see the Firefly come across here from Guard2707. This could completely have swung the engagement in the Allies' favour and killed that Panzer IV. But instead it's over here up to absolutely nothing. Oh, Commandos into retreat path though. And for the 5-man Grenadiers, get them. Maybe could get the P-Greens now, one model. Doesn't chase all the way. Looks like he had to reload just then, so close call. Nearly got 2 squads, but good work, you know. Getting into the retreat path, that's twice now for Guard2707 and getting the wipes. T70 coming forwards once again. Pretty close to V3 on that now. And Tier 4 is up for DarkRegion. Still hasn't selected a commander though. Makes me think he's probably going to go for the ISU 152. It's because, you know, he's floating so much fuel, so many resources right now. Kind of the only thing that makes sense. KV1, he could take, you know, could start building it right away. Pretty much the same story for the KV8. Okay, Nexus team weapons camp close to the center, but not firing on anything at the moment. And we've got a mortar pit going up at the back. Guard2707 looking to cover that central VP region. Might be able to assist on this side as well, but we haven't seen the Axis contest that far fuel point for quite some time. And the triple cap is running, so Axis need to get something going here. The lights took down that first model so quickly. Raketten's in some trouble, taking some mortar pit fire. Trench goes down.
Battle drills for hammer attacks.
Okay, here comes the Panzer IV. Just about at Vet 1 now. Still doesn't have the machine gun upgrade on it though. There it is, Vet 1 now. And yep, as predicted, ISU 152 for DarkRegion. So let's just destroy that building, interesting. And they are going to regather a VP here. Slow down the drain a bit.
The enemy is gaining a foothold. We are down to
You can see Sunny just struggling again and again to push into the center. Just a little bit low on infantry at the moment. After one of those wipes from Farlion. Going for some overs now. He's right out there if you want to go for another tank. Maybe a Panzer IV, so I'm not sure what his next piece of armor is going to be. Given that decision. Before pushing in, he's got the sweepers out here this time. Going to spot these mines, attack grounding them to take them down. It's 2 down now. Oh, P4 on the far flank. Runs into the AT gun, blitzing to get away. And does so just fine. Ooh, double Rakettens push forwards. Firefly gets jammed on the mortar pit and ends up going down. Big mistake for Guard2707. And now the double Rakettens putting pressure on the mortar pit. Whoa, AT gun goes down over here to the... Panzer IV goes down to the double AT guns. Drag bombs comes down. Decrease 1, but not the end of the end. Oh, hits a mine. Didn't sweep that one. With a 152 on armor piercing rounds there. So it doesn't end up getting the wipe on the retreating squads. Take a look at army sizes. We can see Farlion quite low now. But he does have a Panther in the works. So once that arrives, the Axis are going to have an army size lead after that Firefly end up going down there. Is he going for the steal on that Vickers? I'll just put a halt to that. Support gun's getting out of there. So yeah, slight edge towards the Axis in terms of army size, but they are a little bit behind in VPs, about 100 down at the moment, so need to get something going here, and they have been struggling to hold on to territory. Another Firefly for Guard2707 has a lot of munitions, but Schweer's in base for this particular match. We've seen Guard2707 knock down a mini Schweer, so completely denying that opportunity. looks like it's going to go down. Does a bit of sweeping on the far side though, just in case he has to back out that way. He's going to potentially lose his Panther again. And here comes some guards. After thinking about pushing around the corner here, going to take a button. 152, maybe switching ammo? No. Didn't fire for a while there. Peagrin's quite low. Pressuring though, still pressuring. Oh, late retreat, no retreat. Squad down there for DarkRegion. They're coming around the corner. The Firefly there to assist. Is under some pressure from the infantry. 152 still there, and here comes the T-70. That's a big hit.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
And he's on the run now. Panther coming around the corner. Okay, getting out now. Keeping that T-70 on us though. They're pushing into the center but not getting the cap off at the moment. And maybe not going to be able to. Here come the Commandos. Oh, no, Panzer IV's back there. And infantry support guns also chipping in. But that does need to get into the center to actually get that cap going. The infantry support guns have been working really well against these trenches in the center. You know, oftentimes one infantry support gun I feel like doesn't quite get the job done, but two I feel like is the magic number against team weapons. Pretty expensive though, and can be hard to squeeze it into your army size. But not getting punched for it at the moment because no rocket artillery for the allies. Could be what DarkRegion gets next, or he might want to go for another tank to try keep his IC-152 safer. Have to wait and see, but yeah. Infantry support guns working out quite well at the moment.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
But I think if we're up against like a double Soviet team, probably would have seen a Katyusha by now. Might not be working out quite so well. Okay, Panther sneaking his way forwards, but double AT guns there with the camouflage. That's a big damage. Oh, tulip rockets. Oh, and the Panzer IV goes down. I wonder if the engineer's got a snare off it there or something. Oh, squad down the center for Sunny again. No retreat. There we go. Over's vet one already. Oof. Oh, grenade, but no dodge. Doesn't end up losing the squad for it though. Here comes the T-70. It does get one shot off, but still requiring repairs, so needs to pull back. Doubles this quite far back still though. So is the Firefly. Haven't seen many of the off maps. We did see fragmentation bombing earlier, but I think that's about it. We see Sunny also with a huge munitions bank, so basically everybody in this game floating a tremendous amount of munitions, and they could be real game deciders. Trying to out reinforce here, but Over's behind the heavy cover versus light cover. That's going to be an expensive engagement. Could maybe move across to the haystack, but maybe that would put him within range of a bundle grenade, so try and duke it out from this range, but quite expensive. And there we go, double Raketans actually take care of the glider, no more reinforcements. Fragmentation bombs coming in. I don't think they hit anything. I don't see any corpses down there. Maybe it did. Maybe I don't know. I apologize for missing that. Okay, there we go, full retreat. Looks like he's on AP ammo there. Not terribly strong against the Panzer Grenadiers. Goes in for the cutoff play here. Trying to stick around. Panther pushes forwards, takes one this shot, and full rotation. Conscripts there with the AT grenade as well. Panther dropping low very, very quickly. Firefly from the other side also. And that Panther went down in the blink of an eye. Dropping the sector assault now. Going for the 152 kill. Takes a main gun critical, but Panther also getting low. He's one more shot. Oh. But I think he missed it. He wants to come back in for it, but knows it might cost him his Panther to do so. Decides against it. It might not even penetrate, you know, so understandable that he wants to pull back. But keeping sight with the Peregrines, so maybe the next anti-tank run can come through, targeting the Firefly this time. And the Panther pushing forwards, going after the Firefly. His second lot of planes comes through, takes care of the Firefly, and gets the 152 button now on the Panther. And takes engine damage, but I'd say it's mission accomplished. Firefly and 152 go down. Good work there for Farlion. We have the air supremacy coming in the other direction from Guard2707, forcing all of the infantry back here. But it looks like that didn't hit too much. A lot of fireworks. Not much damage. God, that's a nasty formation of infantry there. Get 2 Obers. Get 5 Jaeger lights. Okay, takes care of the infantry support gun there, but just decrewed. And still the Allies with about 120 VP lead. So Spire taking some big losses there. They got some time to rebuild. DarkRegion still has to wait for the cooldown, but I imagine he's going to pay that price and just wait for another 152's. Pretty much got the resources and should do. By the time 100 seconds have passed. Okay, here comes a Panzer IV now from Sunny. Gun from Guard2707. I feel like it's been camped over here for a very long time. Hasn't seen much action. I might have only got like 2 or 3 connecting shots off with it so far. Not much of a factor, but here comes a Comet for Guard2707, and that will match up very, very well against the Panzer IV. Does still have the double Raketens though, so the end of the world for Sunny, but it is a tough matchup, especially if you don't have like heat rounds or something on your Panzer IV. Oh no. When those gliders die like that, man, it always tanks the frame rate like crazy. Oh, double Raketens right there. Comet might go down immediately, popping the smoke. Sunny pushing forwards. But I think the Comet should be able to get out of there. It's just fast enough. The Panzer IV not pushing in aggressively. Oh, but the Comet stopping for a little bit here, revealing herself. Oh, bad maneuvering here from Guard2707. And the Comet goes down. He just left it there and backed it away in the wrong direction. Oh, and the bundle... like Gammon Bomb doesn't quite get the job done there either. DarkRegion pushed all the way back to his base here. Resist got decrewed, but does decrew the machine gun over here and reinforcing off his tech structures here, able to keep this forward pressure. Or not reinforcing, just loses that squad. But here's the 152 back on the battlefield, decides not to try and go for the recrew on the machine gun. Because with the 152 there and that big blob of infantry, very unlikely they're going to get out of there alive. Trying to kill the decrewed machine gun with the Brumbier, but not going to happen. And DarkRegion has replanted a few of those mines, so flanking the 152 might not go so well for Farlion if he attempts it. But it's the kind of things you need to do, you know, if you're going to go for a 152, especially with, you know, like no tank support. AT guns can, you know, maybe get caught out of position, maybe get hit by like a bombing run a bit more easily than tanks. So without the tank to rely on to help keep it safe, a lot of mines is quite important. Wow, going for the steal on infantry support gun here. Oh, and loses engineers on the other side of the map. Weird.
Our capture point. They're trying to take it.
Oh, AT gun in some trouble and decrewed. Grenade into the middle.
The squad's gone.
But Guard2707 a little bit powerless. This Panzer IV here taking them to school after losing that Comet. Trying to sneak away with the infantry support gun. Here comes the 152 into the center. And it's needed in here. Could even lose this infantry section. Right, Panzer IV misses the killing blow. Now going for this squad. Quite clumped up here. Early retreat. Trying to avoid getting wiped. Oh, big shot from Brumbier though. Quite low after that. Oh, 152 chipping in. Into the fireworks. Doesn't have the machine gun upgrade on it though, so the squad does get away. Or maybe not. 152. Maybe gotta go for attack ground. No. Take a look at army size. We can see 10 army size advantage towards the Axis. And maybe could grow a little bit more with Farlion right about there for another tank. Stretch that lead a little bit further. And the VP's a lot more close now. About 25-point lead towards the Allies, but have been losing their grip on the match a little bit as of late. Losing that Comet was just such a hammer blow at that stage in the match. Made Guard2707 so vulnerable. But they are pushing onto the VPs now. Getting some work done here. Guard2707 really strapped for manpower. Couldn't afford to rebuild his anti-tank gun. Just reinforcing all these units, and has ended up putting Brens on his Commandos. If you don't know, Commandos do get a special version of the Bren. Better than the one the infantry sections get. They can also fire it on the move. So they're actually pretty good with it. Not like super incredible because they still have 3 SMGs, but respectable and a decent option overall. But you have to pick them up from weapon racks, pick them up from the ground. I believe gives you the same one as infantry sections, so you see one dropped on the ground, maybe not worth it picking up with your Commandos.
Jerry's got 200 points remaining.
Okay, Panzer IV getting some good damage done there. Seems like only one Piet went off there. It bounced as well. P4 could stay in there, do a bit more damage. Coming out of camouflage there with the Brumbier. Second AT gun a little bit further back. Farlion might have overextended, dropping the fragmentation bombs on the Zis. Panther pushing in. Zis stays in there, takes out a whole guard squad and the Zis, but the Brumbier does end up going down. A little bit clumsy on the maneuvering. Got this sector assault coming in. Panther and Panzer IV chasing in after the 152. This taking a lot of damage from the Axis infantry. And it looks like the 152 about to go down again. No mines over on this side. And there it goes. Light gammon bomb going off. A little bit of damage. Oh, heavy gammon bomb rather. This is really a gammon bomb. Right the third time. And it does do an immobilization critical temporarily. Allows the bombing run to partially connect, but the Panther still alive. Only just. Does have some pits in the retreat path. Could still go down. The Ryan Force looking for the snare, maybe be able to recruit some of these AT guns. Pierce coming in from the side, they're going after the low health Panther. He's trying to back it away to the side. Oh, and it's just enough damage to get the kill. In comes a Comet now for Guard2707. Can that save the day? Oh, it gets a snare off. Looks like we're going to see a Panzer IV go down here as well. Panther still at the back, trying to assist with the escape. Is this recruit? And the Panzer IV does end up going down. That Comet arriving just in the nick of time for Guard2707 to salvage that situation. Get some kills in return. Man, it was a pretty good start to the engagement. And yeah, a little bit of a shame that DarkRegion didn't have a couple mines over on this side, because they could have completely swung that engagement. Yeah, hectic stuff there. And I think the Axis came out ahead on that, but not by much.
Our opponents are seizing a sector.
Did lose that Boombear over here as well. Which is probably an avoidable loss, but you know, when you're trying to make a push like that, trying to control a lot of units at the same time. A lot of room for error. Come the double AT guns though. T-34 could be in a bit of trouble here. These guys are both Vet 2. Setting up now. The rate of fire bonus that looked like it connected, but it actually didn't do any damage. That first shot. T-34 gets out of there in time. No machine gun upgrade on the Panther, so not very good against these Commandos. So pull back. We see Sunny with a tremendous amount of manpower right now. Could maybe build like a machine gun. Maybe another squad of Volksgrenadiers so he has a snare available. That's probably what I'd be looking towards. Machine gun to try and hold on to the VPs, help deal with these Soviet infantry squads. Well, they are on Farlion's side of the map, I suppose. Looks like he's going to go for one. Maybe he wants to park one close to the centre. The double AT gun's pretty mobile from Sunny. Coming across to this side with the Comet now. Trying to bait with the Obers for the Comet to stick around. Does get 2 kills on the Obers though, so that's quite a lot of manpower. He has to repair up the Comet. Fox is still a little bit behind on the VP score. Not going to go for another squad of Obers. It's a little bit scary though, you know, they're not going to have many snaring squads thanks to that. I'm a big fan of snares, you might be able to tell. Still no machine gun upgrade on that Panther. And looks like we're finally going to see some anti-air coming in from DarkRegion. Is the quad up now? Probably should have got it after he managed to rebuild 152 that last time. That sector assault's been giving them some major headaches. Smoke grenade available with this commander. I was getting a lot of damage there. It looks like they didn't get too many models though. Few section inside the trench, but here comes the Comet. Oh, misses its first shot. How's that stolen infantry support gun doing? Nearly vet 2 now, not too bad. Looks like the double rockets got forced away on the far side, unable to assist against this Comet. It looks like Sonny may be saving for another Panther, hasn't built anything for a while now. Throw a grenade into this trench, but pretty easy dodge. Maybe if he was vetted up, you could throw that blend corper in there. Slightly better way of dealing with the trench generally. Regular grenades pretty easy to dodge with. So maybe we could see some kind of fake out. He threw it onto the door of the trench or the exit of the trench. Could be some white potential there. Okay, Panther is going to be the choice for Sonny still. Has quite a lot of manpower though. Farlion going for another Panther, so triple Panthers, that's a lot. And Guard2707 hasn't rebuilt his anti-tank gun, but he's right about there for another tank himself, so maybe we're going to see second Comet, going to be a Comet versus Panther duel. Looks like DarkRegion trying to save for another ISU 152, but it's going to leave the Allies a little bit vulnerable here to the triple Panthers. Maybe they could get some action going. Oh yeah, this one getting quite low. Drops a sector assault. Tank planes coming through. Comet War speeding out to safety and nothing going in for the chase. Might have pulled the trigger slightly too early there. And he's just about there for another sector assault anyway, so not the end of the world. Okay, fragmentation bombing run coming through on these two team weapons. DarkRegion notices. Oh, but he loses both of them. A little bit slow on the reaction. Panther going chasing, going after this T-34, but he's diving in deep, takes engine damage. Trying to decrew the Zeus. This is where the Pinto really helps flanking an anti-tank gun like this. Panther still chasing in after the T-34 as this goes down. Both Zeus are now recrewed, decrewed rather. Man, what a start to that engagement. Green, he got the green light for that kind of maneuver once that fragmentation bombing run cleared out the machine gun and that first Zis. Okay, we're going to see air supremacy dropped in. Farlion, hopefully he dodges out to the side here, otherwise he could get hit by some big bombs. Don't want to go straight back from this one. He's not noticed at all, has he? Gets off slightly to the left and he lost like 5 squads there. Maybe it was only 4, but he's got nothing left. That was his whole infantry army. I thought it was a little bit further to the right. But no, it looks like that Panther did manage to chase him all the way to base. Takes down the T-34, but goes down to the double Comets. This Panther might have overextended. Going to take engine damage as well with the Piets right there and the double Comets. Axis in trouble now, Sonny trying to back away. Where are those Raketans from him? Comets pounding away. Raketans in position now. Comets have to be careful, they don't overextend. Panther coming in from Farlion, and one Comet goes down. Ships are running in for the snare, but AT guns are not there for the Allies. They've been destroyed by the Axis, so they're not going to... Oh, and stolen this one, so they're not going to be able to get much done here. Maybe a couple of P8 shots, but not going to be able to kill either of these Panthers. Go for a predictive bundle grenade, but unsuccessful. It's backing away now. Splash, but overshoots the mark there. Oh, not maybe I spoke too soon. Second shell was a monster. Third shell was a wiper. This does end up getting decrewed, and so does the infantry support gun. The Axis infantry quite weak now. Commandos, oh, thinking about going for the recrew on the Zis, but Panthers take care of that. Gonna go for the constellation prize though. Picks up the infantry support gun, gonna get away with that.
Trying to take one of our points.
Farlion now very, very low in army size. what was that? Like 2 Peagrins and 2 Grenadiers, I think, that went down there. That was a crazy air supremacy. Always with the capture now. Both teams close to single digits. So the pressure is on. We do have a fresh ISU 152 out for DarkRegion. And that could be bad news for the Axis. Do have 1 Panther each though, so they're not going to get just completely overwhelmed here. And Sunny still has a large manpower bank. Connecting with Comet Vet 4 on that Raketa now. Some attack ground action. Looks like on both sides potentially. Getting missing in the mark though. Here comes the Panther. Pulling back a little bit. Panther coming in though. Bouncing its shot. And the 152 is there. On armor piercing as well. And has to pull back. Takes the engine damage. Here comes the Panther from Farlion. Also going to take a snare. Oh no, the cooldown is still active. Dropping the air supremacy to try and push back the 152 here. He's pushing in after it. This is reckless stuff from Farlion. Penal's not activating the AT satchel there though, missing the moment, and now the Panther able to chase in. You have an AT sapper back there. Comet war speeding forwards, going after the Panther. Panther still needs one more shot to get the kill, and he's not going to get it off. Goes down. Bit of damage onto the Comet. This Panther repaired off the engine damage, coming back in, but decides against continuing the push. And yeah, that was a bit of a half-baked attack with Farlion, honestly. Like, it did almost work out, but mainly because DarkRegion missed that sticky satchel, like back over here, allowing the Panther to chase him for a lot longer. Very, very close call though. If that 152 took just like a tiny bit more damage from the planes, would have gone down. But now Farlion just in the toilet.
Damned enemies trying to
In
take
terms
a
of
point
army
from us.
size, he's got almost nothing. And no team weapons over here for him to steal and boost his army size back up with. Sunny also still with a large amount of float. Looks like he might be thinking of going for another Panther again. And duke it out with the Comet. T-Squad coming through. Next, Ober's very, very low after that white phosphorus shell. Could go down to the 152. Nearly goes down there. Close call. Commandos also getting a bit of damage in. Allies pushing through the center. Got the Commandos, got the conscripts on the VP. Machine gun does just get out of there.
There's a Comet tank ready to go.
Yeah, you don't really want to be going head to head against Vet 2 Obers with your Brain Commandos. Maybe if you can get the ambush camo accuracy bonus, ambush bonus. Oof. The Panther coming in from the side, but the Comet's there to meet him. A bit of spinning around with the Panther. There's another shot and misses in return, firing on the move there. And a second Comet for Guard2707. This could be trouble for the Axis. Yeah, that's good. It's going to come down to the double Raketans. Lining up. Connecting there. Second one coming around the corner. Maybe going to go for a phosphorus shell. Here we go. And it looks like there's going to be a full retreat from Sunny. Phosphorus shell forcing him away here. Oh boy. And he's left his Panther exposed. Some parting issues. Trying to blitz out to safety. Will the Comets penetrate? Oh, just making it away there. That second Panther arriving just in time to deter those Comets chasing in any further. Coming back through the centre. Over's chasing in deep here. After infantry support guns, gets the decoy on one of them. I don't think it's worth potentially losing your Obers to all these Comets. Go for a play like that. Machine gun covering the centre again. Axis with 2 VPs under their control. Allies about to tick under 100 here. Axis already down at 97. 152 there. Softening up the machine gun. Next shot could potentially wipe it if it connects well. It's a little bit short. Did he just grenade his own infantry section? What? I wasn't paying full attention there, but kind of looked like it. KMG-42 covering the far VP. Looks like Sunny going to go for a split on his Raketans. One on the far side, one closer to the centre. I'm just trying to spring a bit of an ambush there. Forces the retreats very, very quickly. I think Sunny could just about squeeze one more squad into his army size. Maybe not Obers, but something else. Round out his composition. Okay. Farlion hanging on the far side. Panther Raketan forces back that Comet, but pretty quick to pull back with it. Zappa's coming forwards. The Piet, I think they've still only got one Piet. It's been relevant, that one Piet, but it was a shame not to see two. Okay, this is there. Light vehicle on the Panther getting quite low. Got fragmentation bombs on the Zis again. Lands a little bit short though, doesn't quite get the wipe. So Farlion not getting too aggressive. But we've got a big force of infantry coming forward for Sunny. Double Raketans coming through as well. Commandos there with the ambush. No machine gun upgrade on the Panther quite yet, so might be tough. A bit of pushing. There's the machine gun now. Main gun crit on the Comet. But the Panther not chasing in for the kill, trying to keep his Raketan safe here instead. Doesn't quite have enough for his sector assault. Well, quite a way away from sector assault. 152 squaring off with the AP ammo as well. Zis out the back. Panther pulls back. Here comes the second Panther though. And the Raketan connecting, everything getting through the ISU 152's armor here. Comet coming in from the other side. Panther decides to pull back. White Phosphorus drops just before the Raketan got another shell off. Well timed by Guard2707. But Axis in the centre getting the capping done. Infantry here for DarkRegion. Getting forced back by the MG42. It is, yeah, okay, have to get out of there. Does try to go for the attack round on the retreating squad, but quite in range. Oh, this could be a wipe. Nope, smoke again from Guard2707 trying to cover the retreat. Really nicely done. I think he would have lost it otherwise. To those highly vetted obers. And another Brumbier going to be the option for Farlion. Interesting. I thought there might be just like another Panther, honestly. I feel like he's not having too many headaches with the infantry from DarkRegion.
The enemy has only 50 points remaining.
And the double Panthers could continue the aggression. Oh boy, this Panther's in some trouble. The second cohort coming forwards, chasing him for the kill. Let's penetrate one more shot. This Panther missing. The kitten's out there, but man, why did he stop backing away? Bit of a misplay there from Sunny. Now this comet very, very low. Panther needs to blitz in, but does not. And the comet war speeds out to safety. A few slight errors there from Sunny on his vehicle control. Okay, both comets, one shot from death. Maybe this one receives some repairs now. Slightly above that. Rakitten charging in. Panther bounces that shot. And I've had a IL-2 bombing run come through, but didn't manage to catch that on camera. Looks like it's maybe over here. Ooh, 5-man Grenadiers in jeopardy. 10 VPs left for the Allies, though. Need to get into the center. The MG42 in the center boxing them out, though. Nothing over here either. It's well protected. S-mines, P-Grens, and IOS. So let's charging forwards, but here's the Brumbier. And does clear out the machine gun now, but a Rakitten in there blocking the capture now. Looks like that's going to be it. Axis going to be able to wind down the clock. And that was a good match. Some crazy Panther pushes backed up by the sector assault. Made for some entertaining action. DarkRegion losing, what was it, 3 ISU-152s this game? No, just 2. Those are painful though. Painful losses. And man, like, Guard2707 losing that comet didn't back it away far enough over here. Just got a little bit sloppy. That set the Allies back so far. But GG, a very, very entertaining match. Back and forth, very evenly matched teams here. Made for a good one. I'll wrap on that, guys. If you like good game to be cast by me, details are in the video description below. Otherwise, I'll catch you all for the next thrilling installment. Until then, goodbye and good luck.